Welcome back to Court Farm. We are into October, which means we've got some sows that are now at, let's put some beacons on, now at the right age to transfer to the butcher. So that is what we are doing first. Now I was thinking that we could plant rye today, and we can theoretically, but the field that I want to put it in still has sugar beet in, so let's get these transferred. There we go. Let's just jump into our production menu and activate that. So that's another 1200 kilograms of Berkshires, and well, it was 900 kilograms of the colourful Bentheim pig. So jobs are good in there. That will bump this up quite a bit, rather well. So that's that done. We can now head back down to the farm. I have, in between episodes, added in some different chicken / duck pens. I have adjusted the feed mix so we can now feed field bean and linseed. So that's done, and I have been using some of those crops to feed the pigs. We have had quite a few piglets, so you know, we're into that point now where it's starting to get into that sort of cycle. So I'm going to head back down to the farm and we'll look at placing a chicken pen. So I think out of all the ones that I've installed, there's various different ones. There's ones with the buildings. There's one that's just I've got the feed points that I think I used on Calmston. Various ones with fences round, etc. I quite like this one. So it's the large outdoor chicken coop, and I can't think who this one was by. But 10.5 grand, 500 animals. So I think, and I quite like it here. So I've lined it up roughly to the road. And I think we're probably going to go with it like that. Let's see what it does. Okay, that's not too shabby. A little bit of smoothing to do. But, yeah, quite like that. Quite fits in quite nicely. So what I'll do is I'll do a little bit of smoothing off around the edges. And then we can look at getting some ducks in it. So with the icons turned on just for a second, I am going to have a butcher's at this. So we don't want ducklings. We might get a couple just because I bet they look cute. So we want, now my logic would be, oh, ducks will eat. Oh, that's tickled me. We'll get one male, I think, and then we'll get 20 females, and then we'll get some. We'll get 10 ducklings. There we go. Oh, look. Ah, very good. I like the fact that you get a mix of breeds as well. I know it doesn't show it in the menu, but you do. That's very good. Right, now, I suppose we should look at feeding them. So, protein, energy, base food, moisture. My assumption is that this is going to be the same as just chickens, which is soybeans for protein or alfalfa hay. Energy food is wheat. Base food is maize, which I don't think we've got any of. And power food, which is sugar beet cut. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and have a proper look. Going to have a proper look at the animal food XML. We'll find out just exactly what we can feed, and I'll make some notes on my printed out sheet, and I will be back with you. Right then, so after a little bit of reading, yes, so protein food is soybeans and alfalfa hay. Energy food is wheat and sorghum. Got the wheat in the bucket. Base food is maize or CCM or raw CCM. So we've got a bale of CCM. I'll put superstrip on. Bale of CCM. And then power food is sugar beet cut, sugar beet and carrots. Now I know we've got the sugar beets on the floor in the shed and in the bunker over there, so that's fine. I thought I'll just try the carrots for now. So I'm unsure of the capacity, so this is why I've done it like this as well, so we can hopefully just get a little bit of an idea. So if I just make sure, if we go to animals, we are down here. So if I start to put some in, we'll get an idea of how quickly this is going to fill up. Trying to do it in a controlled manner so we don't fill the food type. Ooh. Right, so 116 litres. Wowzers, okay. We need to be very, very careful then. So now, if we grab ourselves the CCM and bring that a little bit closer. Let any of that go in? No. Don't tell me it's not gonna... Hasn't got a bail trigger, has it? Oh, that's mildly annoying. So, that means that we're not going to be able to do the alfalfa hay either, I'm guessing. Let's have a look. No. That's really quite annoying. Need to think about that then now. So I think what we'll do for now then is we'll put a bit more carrots in. That's nearly half filled it, hasn't it? And we'll put some wheat in. It's not going to be the best of mixes, but needs must. I think we might end up tweaking things just a little bit to make it work for us. So let's raise that up. And then a bit more. There. That'll do. So that'll do. That's all it's going to take. So 1,000 litre capacity. I think two things. That is going to be tweaked. And we are going to look at other potential feed elements that we can add in. Or I add a bail trigger. Might just be easy to modify the mix. Oh well, never mind. At least we know now where we stand with them. They're not going to be at max health, but it's all a learning curve. So, right, let's get this done. We'll put this back into the silo. In fact, actually, I can give it to the pigs. So I'll give this to the pigs, and then I'll rejoin you in a second. So I've just spent £5,500 on this narrow fire setup. We've dumped out the liquid fertiliser and we've got the herbicide in. So we are gonna be sneaky and go this way, I think. So I did, what did I do? No pigs. I did the grass fields. I sorted out, that was it. Sorted out the grass fields off camera. Just because it's kind of, not repetitive, but it's one of those jobs where it's not 100% realistic, I guess you'd say. The way that, obviously sorting out a grass field, spraying fertiliser, or spreading fertiliser, should I say, over pigs and whatnot. So yeah, I did that off of camera. Now this could be an interesting... I wonder if my steering wheel's reset, you know. No, oh no, we're okay. Right, let's not gonna take us long to do these two. So we got 22, 23 to do, and we got 21 to do there. And I think that's about all we've got planted, isn't it? Let's just have a quick butchers. No, don't want you, don't want you, don't want you. Yeah, we want you. That's it. Yeah, so that's the only 3 that we've got planted. Everything else, check. Yeah, we'll sort the weeds out when we've got crops in those. So, yeah, let's get started. So, crawling around the headlands. I don't know why I laugh at myself so much. Probably because I know why I'm driving so slowly. Because I'm going to end up bouncing it off a tree like that. There you go. I actually was coming home from work either Monday or Tuesday, and there was a tractor parked up on the side of the road with a 932. What's this? A 732. So it was an R932, I think. Obviously, I was concentrating on passing it carefully. It was on my side of the road, so I did have to slow right down. But yeah, and it was huge. I mean, this on this sort of tractor looks relatively small. Yeah, the thing was massive. I know there's the old sort of scale. Come on. The scale difference in FS, but yeah, it was quite cool to see. Hadn't actually seen one in real life before. Now, talking about seeing things in real life, llama. How cool is that going to be that the FSL is going to be there? Think I'm going to go. It's several months away, but yeah, the plan is to go, which would be rather cool, I think. Never done anything like that before, you know, never gone to a of agricultural show or anything like that, to be fair. So yeah, that would be cool. In discussions with Disturbed about potentially him going as well. But yeah, obviously it's a while off. And yeah, I mean, it'd be cool, but yeah, we'll see. So this field is nearly done, apart from this bit here, which I've been over several times, and it does not want to kill the weeds. I'm guessing it's possibly because it's right near the grass, and it's getting a little bit confused. So I think what we might end up doing is, or I might end up doing, is just painting that bit in. So we can't plant over it and whatnot. It's just painted in rather than how we tried to do it before. But that is that field done. There we go. We can turn that off and fold that up. And whilst that is folding, we'll let that save. Has that done anything for the score? Yeah, boosted it up nicely. Soil sampling is the only one that's... No, it's not the only one that's low, is it? Nitrogen is low as well. It's fine. Okay, right, on to the next one. I've done field 23 as it was that small. It seemed pointless to film it. Now, we're at that period where we're waiting for the sugar beets to be ready. So there's not much to do. So what I've thought about doing is trying to get round into the field without stuffing it. We might try and make some grain grist. Now, if you're new, go back and check out, I forget what episode number it was, but I think the title was What a Mess. When we tried to do the CCM, which didn't go exactly to plan. I think we can leave it at that. So, yeah, we'll need to configure the mill to grain grist. I'm not sure how much that's going to cost, so that might be the deciding factor. But yeah, we've got, if we just take a look at stock check, we've got the composite parts to make the grain grist. It is the feed concentrate for the pigs, so that would save us having to buy in mineral feed. I've installed the fill level limiter mod, which is probably makes it a little bit easier to get the mix right. I think it was Disturbed that used it on Attingham, and he mentioned it to me when I was on about doing the grain grist. So that is the plan. So we'll get this one done, and then we'll hook up to the mill, take it to the pool box and see how much that's going to cost us to reconfigure it. I mean, we can always send the fiat off doing a couple of cultivating contracts to boost the cash back up if we need to. So I will crack on, and I'll do most of this, and I'll see you in a little bit when we've got the mill attached, and we'll see how much it costs to customise it. So before we customise it, there was a little bit of corn left in the mill, so we're just going to make ourselves some corn grain grist, I don't know what it's called, but yeah, we're going to get it emptied and then we can crack on and get it customised. So we'll see how much we get, and we'll see if we can feed this. Oh, there we go. See if we can feed this directly to the pigs. Now, which quick look, shall we? Here, it would be feed concentrate. So let's just sneak past here and see if we can feed this directly to the pigs. I'm not sure. Oh, that's going to have filled it, isn't it? Really? Oh no, we're all right. Right, so lift up and just back around slightly. So we're over the trigger-ish. I do love this barn. Right, let's see. Oh, it does. Marvellous. Okay, a little bit on the floor, but that's good to know. So I'll clean this up, empty that into the pig pasture over there, and then we'll customise the mill. So we're into the customisation menu, and that is an absolute steal at £0. Love it. There we go. Also stuck the wide tyres and weights back on the John Deere. There we go. Reattach that. Now, what we need to do is get ourselves positioned underneath the silo spout. So we'll back up and get self positioned, get the pipe out. I've got the JCB on the trailer. We'll just dump into the trailer for ease, and then we'll see if the silo will take the grain grist. If not, we'll just dump it on the floor, I think. So that's not going... Oh, it might be alright. Let's back that up there. And then... we go. So that now should... yeah, there we go. Oh, so grain grist can go in. Brilliant. Okay. Right. Let me put the pipe out. I'll get set up, get things straight in my head, and I'll be back with you. Okay, so I'm decided that we're going to try... we're not going to wing this, but I've set the... if I just show you. So we've got the fill limiter mod, which is right, Alt, and L. I've set that to 2,500. So if we put in the wheat, okay. Now, if we go back in fact, actually, let's look. So that's filled that up to there. So then if we set that to 3,500 and go R and barley, that's perfect. Haha, this is looking good. And then if we go back in again and up that to 4,500. Okay. R again and oats. So we can see now that we've got we're just in on the wheat. Just in. And we're bang on for the barley and the oats. So if we turn on the mill, pop out of the John Deere, we can lose the F1 menu, and then jump into the JCB. Now, when we back under, it should hopefully kick into life. And we're making grain grist. Yes, victory is mine. So yeah, that is the way to do it. Okay. So we'll let that run. We will see how much it's going to make. I have no idea. Yeah, we'll just let that chug away. And yeah, we'll catch up when it's finished. Well, there we go. That's run out. So if we just tab 2, so that... oh, so it's 1 for 1. Which is okay. That's not so bad. Now, what I'm thinking of doing is just... we go Alt L. We did 2.5 and 1 and 1, didn't we? So I think we'll do 3,000. And okay, that. Did that work? Yeah. Okay, so if we turn that off a second, hit R and put in 3,000 litres of wheat, and then we'll go Alt L and 4,000. So it's incremental. You add in the amount that you want to add on each time, and then R and barley. That was quick. Alt L and clear that. 5,000. Okay, R and oats. There we go, and it kicks straight in. Job's a good one. So what I'm thinking is, with what we'll get, the two grinds we've done. That doesn't work, does it? My thinking is that we will have made enough to, if I get in here, just go and tip straight in. So we'll have, it'll feed the feed concentrate bar, and that'll take that up to about the 10,000 mark. And then we can grab everything else to top the pigs up and make sure that they are sorted. And we need to do the water as well, just a little bit. So yeah, rinse and repeat. I'll let this process, and I'll see you when we're feeding it to the pigs. Well, that's always good to see, and you get the little trigger pop up to say, yeah, that can go in there. Right, so what's that? Taking that to 10,055. Bang on. Cock. We're on it today. Right. Now, the other thing I thought about doing is, and I know I'm sort of all over the shop a bit today, but it's kind of a odd jobs episode. Thinking about taking the tree out here and putting a gateway, just so it makes it a little bit easier to get in and out. And yeah, I don't know. I think that might look quite good. Maybe extend the fencing along and just sort of put a gateway in here. I might have a bit of a play with that later on, but for now, let's get this put in the silo. We'll dodge the pigs where we can. And yeah, so we won't have to. I say won't have to. We may have to in the future buy the mineral feed if we run out of the grain to make the grain grist. But what I'm thinking is, for now, I might do another couple of loads later on, just to so we've got, you know, a decent amount in the silo, because we can always just do what I do with the wheat and the field beans and drag the telehandler out and fill up the bucket. So what we'll do is we'll leave that there. We will grab the John Deere, start the engine, put the pipe in and move this out of the way for now, and then we'll crack on and crack on and get the pigs fed with the rest of their food groups. So we're just feeding the pigs now, and I've done the sugar beet. We have done one load of brewer's grain, just because I'm trying to, I guess, ration the actual crops. So for 200 quid, that gives us at least, well, it gives us one load less of the field beans that we need to use. So this should fill the protein food group. That's fine. Yep, so that one's done. More than enough. So now if we grab a bucket full of linseed. Yeah, linseed. That will be the pigs done, and we can top up the water. And then that will be it. So next time, I think we're going to be sugar beet harvesting, I reckon, which will mean a bit of an outlay of money to get the kit to do it. So we may need to do some contracting in the meantime to try and pay for that. But let's get this tipped in. And this is the beauty about Maize Plus, that you can just customise it to suit what you've got, really. I guess you could go through and add, like, every single crop to the different sliders, or where we... Ooh, spilling. Village on aisle 4. Can we get all of that? Near enough. Let's reposition and scoop that up. Try and avoid the piglet. There we go. Whoa. Oh dear. There we go. So that should be pigs all full. Those ones are okay. Okay, we could actually... We'll leave it because it'll only end up on the floor again. So let's just top the water up. And then these are all sorted for a day or so. There we go. Top the water up. Brilliant. So I have removed the trees. Now, I didn't realise the hedge went all the way through. I thought it was just bushes. But we can sneak through there. They're flexible enough. So, pigs are done. We've got some grain grist. We'll make some more. But yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.